Guys, today I have for you absolutely ridiculous legendary setup which can destroy every goddamn room in couple seconds. Just look at this insanity. Goddamn!
Barbecue chicken alert!
Most important part about this setup that you don't need golden bullet global event to dominate, but it's so goddamn good global event that I would recommend you to still turn it on. Most of the time we will not have it on our hands, but still it's pretty dope global event. Don't miss on it, it's absolutely worth your time. Uncle Butcher in the building with another one. This is how I can say this slightly, this claps very hard. Goddamn, enemies will have more issues than your ex-girlfriend. Just look at the speed you can clear the waves by yourself. And again, it will work in team play as well, because you don't have to stack anything in this setup. You don't have to kill enemies to proc your talents. Like for example, if you need buffs from Memento backpack, you have to get all the trophies, or if you need some attributes to proc on kill, this is not the case. You can do some mayhem without any issues whatsoever, and in the middle of this action you will have a lot of fun, because you're gonna apply status effects all over the place. I tried tons of combinations here. I really struggled to find the perfect fit, but eventually I found the one which will provide us with insane crowd control, DPS, status effects, weapon damage. All these shenanigans will be applied with some kinda out of the box combination. But before we continue, quick word from today's sponsor, DEBUFF.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then DEBUFF.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code RBDIP, you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. Amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. But like I said, I tried tons of combinations and weapons as well to find the perfect fit here, and honestly I came out with some underrated and out of the box talent combination. And the first things first, specialization, brother. Since we are applying fire effect with our Seeker Mine, the best specialization to increase our burn duration in this one is of course firewall specialization. We are gaining medkit which gonna heal us for 10 seconds, but on top of that flamethrower, which is kinda OP in PvP and PvE, especially with golden bullet global event on our hands, because you can take out legendary enemies with ease. Also in this setup we are not using shield, but you could use shield from firewall specialization, which could increase your DPS. So grenades are kinda handy to take out enemies from the cover. They will run, or I shall say you're gonna force enemies to switch their positions, because sometimes they can lag and sit behind the cover for ages. For the guns, everything is really simple. I'm using Vector, one of the hardest hitting SMGs in the game, with insane. Second weapon is of course Scorpio shotgun, one of the best weapons in PvE period. With all the stacks applied, you're gonna increase your DPS output by freaking 20%, but most important part that you're gonna apply multiple status effects. And since we are using creeping death, I shall say perfect creeping death, you're gonna spread those status effects even further. But here is my little dirty secret. Fire starter weapon, which is only available by using firewall specialization, and these rounds with this weapon is reducing resistance, fire resistance on legendary enemies. As you know, heroic enemies gonna die really quickly from status effects, but on legendary difficulties against Chungus and elites, this weapon is reducing resistance by freaking 50%. Yeah, you could show in the mix galvanize talent, perfect galvanize, to work with your status effects even further, but I think there is no need to. But goddamn, this shotgun can do some mayhem. Trust me, just mark one enemy with one body shot, apply status effect, and you will notice how these enemies will die. And even without that, look how my Ridgeways sprite chest piece is applying bleed effect and how long it stays on the enemies. You can take out almost non-elite enemy with red health bar with only couple bullets and bleed itself. But since we're using creeping death, you gonna spread bleed effect all over the place, and with that you gonna receive armor regen with maximum possible enemies marked with bleed. Just look at this, enemies on bleed, everybody is dying. Anyway, what my point was is really simple. If you're gonna stack Ridgeways sprite chest piece, you will gain almost 50% armor regen, and that's nuts. For mask, I'm using Golan's mask to increase my status effect. My RNG gods were terrible. I couldn't find one with skill damage and status effect, so I could reroll for core attribute for skill tier. Nevertheless, I still using this mask. Wyvern holster, skill damage, status effects. In mod slots, I'm using protection from elite. My perfect backpack with perfect not bloodsucker, excuse me, but creeping death talent is absolutely amazing. It works just like Eclipse protocol gear set. You gonna apply status effects on nearby enemies. It's super dope, and the most important part, that cooldown is only 10 seconds. So you're gonna apply fire to enemies, which will stick on any enemy really long, because we are using not fire starter but our C command, and this C command will provide us with the longest burning duration in the game. On top of that, throw in the mix firm handshake gloves from Sokol's brand set, and you will gain 50% extra status effect and skill damage. Second Wyvern piece will give me that status effect buff even more. And like I said, 2-piece Wyvern branded bonus is skill damage and status effect. It's absolutely amazing. So what I would recommend you to do, guys, apply those bullets from your sidearm to elite enemies or chungas, then apply status effect. Look how long fire is sticking on this poor soul. It's painful to watch. Look at this. He's still burning. It takes like 20 fucking seconds and he's still on fire. It's absolutely insane combination. If you want to see the mayhem, definitely pair this up with your creeping death. I tried a lot of combinations. I tried wild mask, I tried ninja bike backpack, I tried to receive maximum possible status effect in the game, but the problem is if you're gonna apply status effect only on one enemy, it's not really effective way how to fight. So we can't really use Eclipse protocol gear shit, so we have to find a way how to transfer status effects, especially when we are so goddamn heavily spec'd out in this attribute and we are dealing a lot of damage with that status effects. And the Ridgeways sprite chest piece for me was the obvious choice to apply bleed effect, receive health back in return by applying bleed effect. On top of that, slow down enemies, apply fire effect. You have Scorpio shotgun to basically boost your damage even further. You are reducing resistance to your enemies as well by using sidearms. So we have tons of buffs. Try this setup. Butchers of the mic. Bye.